Hey everybody and welcome. You are lucky enough to have made it to our final day of our summer WOD series. So we are finishing our day 60 with a leg set. We have focused legs coming at us today. I have a 35-pound kettlebell and a 53-pound kettlebell, and that's all I'm going to be using for our set today. So if you have something that's a little bit on the mid-heavy side and the super heavy side, go ahead and grab those. And then let's start at the back of our mat. So hinge over your legs, push your butt back nice and far, and then just start letting your hips shift left and right. Plant your hands on the ground for me. Just feel that stretch. You can wiggle your hips side to side. Get some nice stretch through the low back. Check in. Very nice. And then go ahead and come all the way back up to standing. We're going to grab one knee, hug it into the chest, and then rotate your ankle around both directions. Good, good. And then we're going to lift and lower that leg so you'll have that nice solid stance. Have some control. We'll go for 5. Find flexion through that core. 5. Okay, now bring it up and you're going to pull that knee in and then rotate your leg out to the side and then all the way back. Out to the side, all the way back. Woo, watch that balance. 5. Okay, and then we're going to kick it back. So extend that little drinking bird motion. Feel a nice little stretch in that supporting left hamstring. 4 and 5. All right, hitting up the other side. Hug your left knee into the chest. Rotate each direction through that ankle. Nice and tall. Find your core to help with balance and support. Okay, now we're going to swing it up with control. Nothing too crazy. Trying to find that nice balanced off pelvis. Perfect. Okay, now you're going to pull the knee back up, open, out to the side. Guess I can go this way too. And then draw in, out to the side, draw in. So we're going for some hip rotation, external and internal. One more. Perfect. Okay, now we'll do our drinking bird. Kick it back. So figure and find what's going on with your supporting foot. Trying to relax those toes. Push up through the heel, big toe ball mound, the pinky toe ball mound. 2 more. And last one. Ooh. All right. Go ahead and slowly drop down with me into a nice low squat. Feel free to hinge side to side. Depending on what's going on, I definitely need this kind of slow gear in. See how my knees are feeling, hips, and the back. All right, and then if you can, slowly settle, dropping your heels to the ground. Extra little stretch there. Okay, and then let's hit up our spider lunge. So nice and wide with those legs. You're going to drop over onto one side. Let your toe rotate up on the stretch side, and then we're going to drive ourselves up and over, hitting up that other side. Up and over. You can always push yourself up and over without your hands, or feel free to use the support of those hands. All right, go ahead and take a seat on your mat. And you're going to plant your left leg onto the ground, left foot, cross your right ankle over the knee, and we're going to do another little shift. So just let your hips rotate left and right while that leg is crossed over, getting a little bit more stretch through those hip joints. Okay, we'll switch it up. Right foot on the ground, left leg crossed over, rotate left and right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is a seated leg over. So I'm going to use my kettlebell there as a little target point. We're going to grab those quads and hip flexors and pick our legs up and over. This is a great core activator as well. So bring that bell nice and close. Set it on the middle of your mat. Okay, there's a few different options that you can hit up here. You can support with your hands behind you. You want to keep your chest nice and tall. So the tendency is going to be to lean back. I have that tendency as well, or to round in. So you can do whatever you want. I'm going to try to start with my arms nice and lifted. So I sit up out of my pelvis, core nice and strong, grab tight through that quad. So your leg is completely contracted and on. The other leg is flexed as well. You're going to lift up and over. 10 per side. So 20 total. Feel that quad engage. That's what we're after. 6, also building. 7, the ability of that hip flexor to sustain load. Lift, lift, lift. 9 and 10. All right, here we go. Other side. Flex the foot. Engage the core. How the body sets up matters. We're not just swinging our way through it. 7, 9, and 10. Oh, perfect. All right, coming on up from there. Feel free to grab a little quad stretch before we come to the top. And we're going to start off with squats. I'm going to hold my bell in a goblet. So we're not going to go super deep. We're going to focus a little bit more on the quads. So a little bit more of a narrow squat. But make sure the toes are straight ahead. We're going to go all the way to 30. So still sitting your hips back. Lock and load through the core. We're just going to let that load build on the legs. Higher volume, lower weight. It's good to get it all. Feel what's working. See if you can tell whether or not your back is staying nice and long. Shoulders neutral to your hips. Nice solid flexion at the top, but we're not pushing our pelvis forward past neutral. More core. 25. 29 and 30. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to go into those low slider lunges. So I'm going to use a little bit of balance, help from the wall, a chair, a rig, whatever. So long lunge, and then remember the first point of this lunge, the first focus is getting that heel to lift in the front, drop nice and low, back knee touches the ground, hopefully just grazes the ground, drive up through that front leg, feel that back hip flexor open, lengthen. So make sure the core is super firm. We are not here to compress the low back. Just 10 per side here. You could always let go of your balance point and add weight. Totally depends on where you're at. All right, other side. Squared off hips. You may need to make a few adjustments, but get started. I like to go nice and slow on that first couple reps. Nice. Such a good stretch for that back hip flexor. Hold flexion through that core. Nice and deep. 8, you got it. Feel that flexion. Where are you putting the work? And 10. All right, now we're going to go into a curtsy. I'm going to use my 1 kettlebell. Plant nice and secure on your left foot. And we're going to drop and press. So just static. Heel is powering into the floor. Lots of hinge in that front hip. Feel flexion. So we're not rushing. We're here to get the work. We're here to get the load. 5, 6, 15 per side. Square off. So try to pull those shoulders forward. Feel the load. Don't rush. 4, 3, and 1. All right. Now we get to enjoy that other side. Plant in. Set it up. Small little lean over that front leg. Use that front leg. That's where we want to put the load. Dig in. Pull the right hip back. Left hip forward. 5, 4. Ooh, there it is. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, get rid of that. And we're going to go to our heavier bell. Back to 30. We're going to hit up deadlifts. Toes straight ahead, belly firm. Your weight drops straight to the ground. Feel those heels screw into the ground. Really wanting to find my hamstrings here. Lots of hamstrings. Glutes for sure. Glutes I can find. Easy. Dig in. Find those hamstrings. Extend the chest forward. Push your hips back. Feel the heels screw into the ground. 23. Keep your hinge nice and solid. Last one. So on that hinge, what we're watching for is that you have the same space between hips and the top, the bottom of the rib cage. Then your back stays neutral. So wherever it is here, that same exact positioning has to stay with you on your hinge. All right, hamstring walkouts. So pack in, you're gonna hit a long bridge. We're gonna push into the heels. Walk forward. Find your hamstrings. There they are. Okay. Hamstrings right here. Walk in just a bit and out. There's one. We're going to do 5 with your left leg first. The butt doesn't need to be high. We just want to find our hamstrings. Now walk back with your right first. Right, left, right, left. 2, 1. Extend it. Grip in. Hold just a second. So find your traction. Push into the heels. Pull back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. In and outs, we're going to just keep kind of going. Get the core, of course, but then keep going on that same trajectory. Quads and hip flexors. If you have a cable machine, it's fine to hook your legs up to the cable. Get that extra little pull. I leave my head on the ground though for that one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, there's a round. Grab your bell for our leg overs. Do this way. All right, here we go. Sit nice and tall. Feel the core. So make sure you're not arching through the back or rounding. Definitely not arching though. Power into that other supporting leg. 10. That fresh leg starts off so nice. 4, 5. Grab that core. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. All right, again. We'll stretch through those quads. Alrighty. Back to our goblet squat. We have our 30 reps. Think about where you're putting load. There's 10. Tighten and lock. Try to keep your feet even in the ground. You got it. Stay with me. 24. 7. 28. 30. Good job. Okay, low sliders. Starting second side. Take your time. Make adjustments if you need. Get your heel as high as you can. Square off those hips. Feel that hip flexor open in the back. 8, 9, 10, and switch. 1. Square off those hips. 4. There it is. That was a nice deep one. Lots of core. Come on, come on. 9, 10. Whew. Okay. Now we're going to get that curtsy. Right leg is our planted foot first. Well, front leg, front planted foot. Square off. We're going to take these nice and controlled, not rushing. Where do you want to work? Nine, 10, I forgot we're going slow. 11, especially on that push back up. 13, 14, 15. Beautiful. Whew. Legs have that wonderful way of getting your heart rate up. 3, 4, 5. That's it. Feel the work. 8. The back leg, just a kickstand. That front leg is doing the work. Last one. Oh, whew. Beautiful. All right. Deadlifts coming after us. 430. Again, make sure you're keeping your back neutral. You don't have to go all the way to the floor. Hold that core. Super firm, super strong. Get your breath involved. 10. We're driving through the heels. Not as heavy as we've been doing. So we can really put some reps here. 20. Feel your heels screw into the ground. 8, 29, 30. Woo. All right. On the ground, hamstring walkouts. So we're going straight from one into the next. Find your lift. Dig in. Oh, all those hamstrings are already on fire. Walk in, out, out. 2, 3. Where are we here for? Hamstrings. 5. Other side first. Please, please, do not just get the work done. Grip and grab where you want it. Your intensity, your output, getting the work where you want it. Okay, hold is up to you. Hold. 4, 3, find those hamstrings. 2, and 1. Oh. Pull that low back into the ground. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel that abdomen scoop. 8, 9, 10. Okay, back at it. One last round. We are very short on time, but I want to get as much as we can fit in. All right, back to that right side first. So we'll run our reps a little faster. That's fine. Keep flexion. 7, sit nice and tall. 8, 9, 10, other side. Lock it in, lock it in. 2, 3, feel the core. 4, pull the belly button back, sit nice and tall. 8, 9, 10. Okay, squats. Keep the chest lifted. Five to go. 2, 1. All right, sliders. Here we go. We got it. A little faster, but keep that form. 4, keep pulling that back hip forward. 8, you got it, come on. 10. Oh, the shake is fun. Feel the work. Keep the core. Get high off that heel. Super lifted knees, passing the toes. Last one, as long as it doesn't bother your knees. All right. We'll get our curtsies, and that's going to be our day. We'll stretch after that. A little faster. Lock the core. Check in with your low back. So if your low back's grabbing, you need to tuck your pelvis a little. Pull the pubic bone up, the belly button back, the tailbone down. 15. Oh. We got it. Come on, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oy, oy, oy. Good job. Oh. Goodness. Head to the ground. Child's pose. What a way to finish. Great, great job. Slide the shoulders down, reach out through the fingertips. All right, bring forward that right leg. All the way forward, outside of the mat. The back knee is on the ground for now. Find pull. That left hip pull forward, right hip pull back. Drive the knee into the ground. Then curl your toes and lift the knee. Square the hips. Find that pull. Make little adjustments. This stretch here is the one that keeps my hips and back the most happy for me. This is my, what is it? Medicine, my magic potion. Keeping that happy. So it's important for all of us. Find our potion, find that magic pill. Keep everything humming. Okay, pull the hip back. Chest forward, feel that hamstring. Let's exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale, drop. And inhale, lift. Okay, cross over to the other side. Now make sure your hips are squared off, then lower down. You can stay on your hands, go to your elbows, make sure the hips are level. Inhale. See if you can exhale for twice the amount of time it took you to inhale. One more like that. All right, other side. One leg forward would be that left leg. Drop the back right knee onto the ground. Feel free to shift around. Be in control of your back, your core. Ooh, back pop, those are the best. Okay, now we're going to lift the back knee, pull the toes under, sink down. Square off the hips, and then drop your knee hinge back. Toes come up in the front. Find your hamstring. Deep inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Square off the hips. Exhale, lower. Last one. And then we're going to go into our pigeon. Crossover. This is it. Enjoy this last little stretch. Find the breath. Make whatever little adjustments you need. So everybody's a little different. Side to side. One side's tighter. So listen to that. Take the time to get what you want. Notice the body now. I was still hyperventilating at the beginning of our last stretch, that other side. Hopefully you were too, but now your heart rate's calmed down. It's a huge indicator of heart health. All right, hands to the ground, hinge over those legs, round your back, slowly come up. Beautiful job. All right, thank you so much for finishing off another round with me. I hope you join me for our next series.